Hey everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog. This is a special Friday vlog because we don't normally do stuff on Friday. I want to talk to you about Cars for Paul, the channel, and what's going to happen to it going forward. Yeah, I know, we have this conversation every few months and we always talk about changes to the channel, blah 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 blah. Anyway, I've been thinking about this for some time now, and the reason why I think that this is quite important is because it will help you, the viewer, to really get the best out of this channel. And by the way, I've got a special announcement at the end, so stay tuned to the end of this. So when I started this channel some 2 years ago, it was for the whole intentions to engage in my passion, which is cars. That's why the channel is called Cars for Paul. And I'm very proud to say that in the 2 years that we've been doing this channel, that this is the first UK salvage channel that consistently put out material about Copart and other salvage yards that are available. But that was never the intention. The intention was originally to focus on my car, which was at the time a Mark 1 Audi TT V6. And really, I decided to go down the salvage car route because I saw it as a cheaper way to get the cars that I want without going through the hassle of buying decent cars and negotiating and etc. and losing money on that. So that's how we got into the salvage market. And for me, my inspiration was the likes of Tavage, Bees for Build, and the legendary Sam Crack, and we mustn't forget Goon Squad. And those are the people that I used to watch on YouTube, which inspired me to kick off my own channel in the UK. And like I said, I was the first, and I'm saying that quite confidently, was the first, let's do it safely, one of the first to really consistently talk about places like Copart. And that's not a sponsored link, by the way. And I've done what, 21 videos, guides on how to do Copart, or how to work with Copart or use Copart. And there's no other YouTuber that I know in the UK who's done that consistently. But I now need to really start to focus on the things that I'm passionate about. So as of our next video, we're no longer going to be doing salvage cars. Only kidding. But I got your attention, didn't it? And the reason why I said that, because I want you to listen to what I'm saying next, so that it's very clear and the keyboard warriors don't go crazy on the comments. So listen very carefully to how this channel is going to progress. So there's a lot of UK salvage channels now that have come up, and it's really great to see that the UK scene has now began to command this respect and the volume of the audience, because that promotes, allows advertisers to use our channels to advertise their equipment and their services, etc. And it sort of puts the UK firmly on the map in terms of engaging in salvage. But this channel is all about cars. If it was just purely about salvage, then I would call it Salvage for Paul or something along those lines. Whereas there are other channels out there that specifically focus on salvage, and so they have that in their title. So what am I trying to tell you here? Well, what I'm trying to tell you is that this channel is, for want of a better term, a vlogazine. Yes, you heard that here, a vlogazine about cars. Yeah, so that could be salvage cars, that could be car reviews, that could be car mods, that could be how-to guides. That was always my intention, and I think that it's really important to set that out so that you can understand that. And the reason why I say that is, a couple of weeks ago I did a Copart video on a how-to guide on Copart, and that got some mixed responses. It got, from the mixed response, or the, I wouldn't say bad responses, but some people were quite negative about it. A lot of people were quite positive about it as well. And those who are positive were those who actually tune into this channel to learn how to use companies like Copart and ASM. That's why they're here. The ones who were negative were those who tune in to only watch content about salvage cars. So it made me think, well, actually what I need to do is define how that's going to work going for the future. And so this is how it's going to work. On Mondays, what I'm going to be doing is we're still going to be doing 2 videos a week, but sometimes we'll do 3, like this week. When we do 3 videos, it's because we're introducing a how-to video. Now, like I said to you, I'm working with Copart to do some of these how-to videos, and very soon I will be going to a Copart yard, etc. There'll be another video coming out very soon as well, if it hasn't already. And those are how-to guides on how to get the best out of Copart. They're not promoting Copart. Well, they kind of are, because they're promoting how to use a service, but that's what the videos are. They are how-to guides so that you can get the best out of it. So those who are talking about, oh, you've sold out, etc., that's not the case. I want to work with Copart. Copart wants to work with me, so we are educating you on how to get the best out of their site, their systems. That's simply it. So back on topic. What I'm going to do, I'm going to split the channel into 3. And so Mondays will always be a salvage day. Okay, so whatever we will do, whatever video comes up on Mondays will always be about salvage or repairs or something technical to that nature. If we are in the beginning of a project, or we've got a project that is quick flowing, that Monday video will also leak into the Thursday video. So that means the Monday and the Thursday video will both be about salvages. But if the salvage car, let's say that we've got parts that we're needing to wait for, then the Thursday video will be basically a car news day. So we will do either modifications to a vehicle that I have or own. We will do a car review. We will do product reviews. So that's what Thursdays will be if they're not talking about salvage. Okay. And then Friday videos, if I do have a Friday video, it will be a how-to video. So it's going to be teaching you about something that I feel, and from feedback that I've got from you, it will be teaching you about how you can do that. So I think by doing it this way, it means that if you're only interested in the salvage, then you're going to tune in on Mondays. If you're interested in the modifications, etc., then you're going to tune in on Thursdays. If you're interested in the how-to, then you're going to tune in on the Fridays. And by the way, if we do a 3 video week, we'll split it into Monday, Wednesday and Friday. That makes sense. Or if you're interested in all 3 subjects, like a lot of you are, then you'll watch all 3 and you'll get an additional video. So I wanted to just make that very clear to you so that you understand what this channel is about. It's a car channel about various subjects. I think if you just stuck to one subject at a time, that can be quite challenging, because all you're doing is recycling the same thing over and over again. And I know a lot of you do like that, and that's why you have channels that are dedicated to those things. But looking at my analytics, a lot of you like the mixture. So some of you will be salvage people, and the salvage people for some reason are really vocal. I can't understand why that is. Whereas those who like the training videos, they tend to be vocal when that training video comes out. And so I'm trying to cater for the audience, because really I have 3 audience. I have the salvage people, I have those who want to train, and those who just generally like the channel, who like the mods, who like everything about it. So I think by giving you that kind of content, it's going to be it's going to basically be more entertaining for you guys, and it also is going to appeal to a broader audience, which is what I want to do, rather than having just a niche. As many YouTubers who have their niche, it works pretty well for them, and I just think that to have this broader audience gives me a little bit more, it's different to all the other channels that are out there, and that's what we want to be, different. So I hope that you understand, and I hope that makes sense to you, and it doesn't disappoint you in the sense that you want this to just be one genre, but really we want to have that mix, kind of a bit like when you watch Top Gear or you go and buy a car magazine. Car magazines aren't just focused on one thing, they're focused on a number of things, and I think it'd just be better. But you guys will tell me that in the comments, so I look forward to reading those. So, announcement. What are we? What's this announcement about? Well, it's about that Copart video that I did, the training one. It certainly did stimulate quite some responses, and a few of you, and you're probably not here because you've unsubscribed, 15 of you in fact, weren't so keen on that. However, there was a lot of you that were. So, and I think a lot of frustration came from the fact that many of you are frustrated with Copart, and I've told you about the relationship I have with one of their directors, and I've had this conversation with their director. So what we're going to do in the next few weeks, we're going to bring you a interview with one of the Copart directors. Okay, so it will be a Zoom interview, but what I want you to do is to submit your questions. Okay, so I'll put an email address below, and if you send your emails to your questions to that email address, and what we'll do, we'll just put together a bunch of emails, a bunch of questions, and then we'll have an interview with the director, and that will be to answer these questions. But when you send in your questions, just, you know, I know there's a lot of critical comments that come out from Copart. Don't just send critical comments, send constructive ones. If you want information as well, do that as well. Okay, so send your questions below. I will remind you about this. It will be in a couple of weeks time, or in the very near future. I will give you a date, a firm date shortly, but I just want you to get that out there. So we're going to have an interview with a Copart director where you'll be able to answer or ask questions about Copart and where it wants to go, and also those anything new that you want to know about Copart. So I hope this makes sense to you guys. Please put in your comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you're a casual viewer to this channel, and also become one of our patrons, because our patrons get access to these videos a lot sooner than our mainstream audience, and also they get to hear about things that I'm doing secretly that no one else gets to know. For example, they know about something that you probably don't at the moment. So that's also the benefit of becoming one of our patrons. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this, and we will see you on the next one.